Hey everyone, this is Borvak. Going to do a quick review of The Flash, issue number 72, and this is chapter 3 of the year 1 storyline. So unfortunately, I don't think I covered the previous 2 issues, but if you're interested, feel free to pick them up. Stop this video, pause this video, run out to your local shop, or go online, read both issues, 70 and 71, and then come back to this video. That's not going to happen. But you could. That'd be pretty cool. No, you'd want to, if you're going to do that, read this issue first too. Do 70, 71, and 72, and then come back and listen to my thoughts on it. We can see, compare and contrast our opinions on the issue. Starting out, we've got a really cool looking cover here. So the storyline has been about basically it's a year 1 storyline. I don't know if they've done this for Flash before. It's an interesting idea though, but it's going back into the first year when Barry Allen first got his powers, and apparently he went into the future. He ran so fast that he ran into the future and found out that in the future the Turtle takes over Central City, and so he ran back into the present. He met his future self. Oh, spoilers, by the way. This is all in that issue a couple issues ago. I think it might have just been the 71, the previous issue, but it's actually a really interesting setup. If you haven't read those issues, they are kind of interesting. Oh, this is called Rise of the Rogues. I didn't realize. That's interesting. We'll see that actually is mildly appropriate title for this issue. But it is a cool cover. You got Barry Allen in his stupid knot costume, and he's got, I never understood this corkboard thing where people put pictures on the corkboard and they're doing like conspiracy things, or they put in tacks and they're drawing like yarn between the tacks to tie different things together. Like I've never understood how that actually works. That doesn't seem like something that people would actually do. I don't think I would organize things that way. It doesn't make any sense. But it's cool. It's cool. Maybe it works. Maybe, do you guys know what that's called? Like some sort of a yarn tack diagram or something? I don't know. It's a cool cover though. I will say this issue has very good and very distinct art too, and it has very packed panels. They've packed a lot of story into this, I feel like. And this art style is very distinct to this book. Who's the artist? Joshua Williamson and Howard Porter are writing. Lettering, cover. Wait, are they just calling the writer and the artist both storytellers instead of distinguishing which one is which one? That's what it looks like. In which case, I guess that Howard Porter is the artist and Josh Williamson is the writer. That has to be it. Anyway, so the Flash, Barry Allen, makes it back to modern times, and he finds the Turtle, and he's like, okay, this is my chance to stop everything. And so he's fighting the Turtle, but the Turtle's got his slow powers, and he actually throws Barry Allen through a wall. Barry Allen accidentally, I'm going to say Barry Allen like a million times in this. He accidentally starts vibrating, and he actually gets thrown through the wall instead of into the wall. This is a cool set of panels here, by the way. You got the Turtle, you got Barry. He grabs him, he throws him up, he bounces, he just throws him. Let's see here. He swings at him, he grabs him, he swings him around, he throws him at the wall, and then he goes through the wall. I like that sort of... this is like an actual fighting dynamic, not the shaky cam stuff you see on TV. So Barry actually explodes through the wall, hits Turtle. Turtle's like not expecting that, and Barry Allen finds himself having to run around and catch all the bricks from the wall that exploded because he vibrated through it. Apparently not all the way. He vibrated through it, but not enough to actually stop. To not actually go through it cleanly. It does cause the wall to explode. So the police get Turtle. The day is saved. Barry Allen meets with Iris. They were supposed to meet for a date, and but she was there caught up in the whole Turtle thing, and he has to explain the bruises on his face from the fight with Turtle. They decide to go get lunch, and we get a montage of the two of them just spending quality time together. Look at that silly shirt she's wearing as they hold hands through the park. Oh boy. So now that he's got his powers, now she's got an exclamation mark shirt. She's just wearing like really silly shirts. And Barry Allen is like, I'm not Barry Allen, I'm the Flash. Just his costume. We've got like knee pads and t-shirt and no mask. Maybe he can do that thing like he does on the CW where he like vibrates his face so you can't make out the features. Or maybe he's just so fast that he's in and out that nobody actually sees him. I don't know, but Barry, due to his speed powers, he's able to spend more quality time with Iris, and that's very important to him because he just met her a while ago and finally getting to make time for her. He's apparently starting to make a suit. He's not wearing it, but you see him there sewing together a suit. So he's balancing his criminal life and his crime-fighting life with his time still being able to spend time with Iris and visit his dad in prison, who is John Wesley Shipp. He doesn't look like John Wesley Shipp. Fix that. That doesn't look enough like John Wesley Shipp. So we have like a montage. Barry fights some like bank robbers or just random thugs, and Iris shows up randomly at his house, and he's not expecting her, so he has to run around and clean things up really quick. She, I think, is kind of inviting him to like stay in and watch Netflix together or something, and she's explaining, how she'd like to watch maybe get some Taken, and she'd like to watch some horror movies or something. And this is actually, sometimes you get stuff in fiction where it doesn't you get like a peek into reality from a fictional story. Like it's fiction, but it rings true. Like there's reality in it. And I've never understood why people like horror. To me, horror is just like this. It's almost like the worship of violence or the worship of death, and I've never understood it because I don't worship death or violence. Those aren't the things that I value. I value other things that are not those things. But Iris actually explains why she likes horror, which I thought was interesting. She says that she gets a rush from being scared by the movie, and then afterwards she gets the feeling of realizing that it's just a movie and feeling safe. So it's like that feeling of danger, but it's a false danger that makes you realize how safe you really are. That makes sense. I can relate to that. I think that's a very humanizing thing for her to talk about. I do have to mention too, I like the dualism of actually these two pages. The duality of you see his messy apartment, and then he's cleaning it up, and then you see over here the same panel, but it's clean. So you've got messy, clean, and then you've got the panels first of him trying to clean up and tidy up, and then afterwards of she's in the apartment and he's spending some time with her, and he has to hide his costume because with all the speed he had to clean everything up, he's too Barry Allen to remember to actually hide his costume. She wants to spend a little more time with him, maybe stay late, watch a movie or something, but she has to go because she gets a call from work. And Barry Allen rushes out and he finds the rogues. Leonard Snart, before he became Captain Cold, I guess, he's wearing these glasses and his other thugs are wearing it. Barry Allen is actually chasing not Snart, but one of his underlings who was wanted or a suspect in a murder. So Barry Allen isn't tracking Snart, but the guy who's working under him, but he finds them. Apparently they're saying these glasses help them avoid like security cams or something. I don't know. They're like he's Captain Cold. He wears the glasses because they help prevent like snow blindness. That's what these glasses are for. I think if you're like they security cameras or something and he has the glasses before he even becomes Captain Cold, I think you're over explaining things a little bit. Oh, apparently, so Iris is trying to find this guy too, and she ends up getting in over her head and fighting him. And thankfully, Barry Allen is there too. The thug turns on all of them, including Snart and his fellow robbers, and Barry Allen has to save all of them, but in the process, he gets shot and makes it back to his apartment and is bleeding out on the floor. Next is Dead Man Walking. Yes, we do have a advertisement for Smallville Krypton, which I don't care about. It's actually interesting though. This is like a comic preview of a TV show. It's a preview of a TV show in comic form. So that's interesting, I guess. I do like that idea. But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of retreading ground, of going back and doing a year one in the middle of a story, but this seems like it might be an opportunity to refocus the Flash sort of story going forward. And it's new. I don't think we've had this story with the Turtle before. New information, well paced, packed with panels and dialogue. Not more dialogue than panels. This isn't a Bendis book. It's got a good balance though. It is a packed book. I feel like lots of good art, good story. I feel like this is kind of a year one done right. But unlike like Batman Year One, which is, I don't know. I don't know if I want to draw that much of a distinction or too much comparison. But it's a good book. I like it. It's doing something new and interesting while setting up kind of supposedly setting up some of maybe the less defined portions of Barry's early career, which probably it's about time that some of that stuff gets fleshed out. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section. If you like what you saw here, pick up the book and read it for yourself, word by word, panel by panel, and page by page. Support your local comic shop. If you don't know where your local comic shop is, just do a quick Google search. You can find one nearby. If you can't, then there are always shops online you can find. I can give recommendations on shops that will ship to your door monthly or weekly or bi-weekly. And if you like to read digital, there's always Comixology and Amazon.com. So that's all I got to say here. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And we do have to grade this issue. So let's bag and board it. Easier said than done with one hand. Ethan Van Sciver has this, like one of those arms that you can use to hold your phone. Like they swivel and they scrunch and they kind of hold your phone, but I actually got one and I actually don't like it. It wobbles too much, so I have to do this one-handed. So we're bagged and boarded, and this one gets, whoop, ta-da, green sticker. Second to highest honor a comic book can get. So thanks for tuning in. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.